Hello everyone and welcome to the Global Business Update with TA. As always, 7 stories from around the world to keep you updated. Looks like Hermes, the famous fashion brand, the luxury fashion brand one could say, is actually being challenged by none other than Chanel. Chanel was more of an affordable luxury brand as we all know it. However, over the last 2 years, their prices, especially the prices of the handbags, which is a signature product for many luxury brands, has risen more than 60%. Interesting times boiling up in the luxury market as the world is recovering finally. Meanwhile, 2021, despite all the talk of COP26, the talk of going sustainable, going green, etc., has not been the greatest year for green investments. That's right. The overall market of the clean energy index has gone down by more than 25%, but there is still hope as experts expect that in 2022, the total investments into the green bonds will definitely be going up by up to $1 trillion and beyond. Do you enjoy fries with your McDonald's burger? Well, if that's the case, Japan may not be the place for you anytime soon. Recent floodings at the Vancouver port, as well as various blocks created in supply chains due to the factors of the pandemic and the rising cases of new variants, means that Japan is unable to get the usual supplies of French fries which they require. As a result, they are going with smaller fries for the considerable time period. India is emerging as the worst performing emerging market currency of Asia for the year 2021. More than $23 billion worth of money has fled the market, mainly due to concerns of rising imports and also not having the smoothest of economic recoveries as one would expect. Still on currency, crypto had its best year compared to all the previous years, where this year more than $30 billion have been flooded in to the crypto markets by various funds and various other investment firms as well. And this, just to put things into perspective, in 2020, this value was less than $4 billion. In fact, the total money flooded into the crypto markets this year is way more than the combined totals of all the previous years. Just goes on to show that as interest rates are still low across the globe, how much various investors and firms are badly and heavily believing in the crypto market's potential. Talking of movie profits, Spiderman's No Way Home, well, that showed the way for Sony and Marvel to the home of profits. The opening weekend gathered in US more than $240 million, and in international theaters it brought them more than $330 million as well. Now, just to once again put things in perspective and understand, remember that this is the first movie in the post-pandemic or at least somewhat post-pandemic era, while Venom, the movie that was launched during a bad time of the pandemic, that brought in an opening weekend revenue of only around $90 million. Just goes on to show that the moviegoers are ready for some good times. A party in Saudi Arabia. 5 years ago, that statement or that thought alone might have been enough for you to face some serious repercussions. However, recently, Saudi Arabia had a rave party, a crazy party for the fans of music and entertainment, with an attendance of more than 180,000 various entertainment crazy fans coming over, and they even had some international DJs coming and playing. Of course, with a little twist. At the time of prayers, everything stopped for 15 minutes and the prayers were said and the party got going again. And one might actually find it hard to believe, but this is a scene from that party. About that, Saudi Arabia, not bad at all. These are all reforms coming under the controversial Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. It looks like he's trying to bring in some reforms indeed, but the killing of the journalists, which is still haunting the kingdom, well, that might not go away anytime soon. And in a final note, Ghana might be charging $3,500 per each unvaccinated passenger, and this charge will be levied upon the airline. As at the current plans, Ghana likes to keep, as any government would, they like to keep and they want to keep the country free of the recent COVID-19 variants and ideally to reduce the risk. And as an answer to the debate of flying vaccinated and unvaccinated passengers, well, they are simply transferring that risk to the airline. They say if you are bringing in someone who is not fully vaccinated, Be ready to pay. Just goes on to show how traveling in the new normal might look like, especially going into 2022 as air travel is slowly but surely on the rebound. That's it for this week. No matter what business you may be in, have a profitable week ahead and have a great new year. I'll see you in 2022. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you and yours.